Yo, what's going on? Neighbors All Stars, just commish. Cockroach Killers up in this bitch, man. And had to do the weekly recap. Just to let y'all know, this week we had an elimination by default for the side pot. We had a team that just did refuse to pay. I gave enough notices, sent all kind of notices, reminders, final notices. Uh, um, and it was just one team that just didn't uh, didn't cooperate. There was Songs for Money. So this week he's added to the list of teams that have been eliminated from the side pot, joining myself, Century Legends, Jägermeister, and Wappa Ploppa. So everybody else is safe. Songs for Money is eliminated this week. First matchup, man. First of all, let me say, man, I came to a realization that, man, my team ain't shit, man. My team is crap. Not my Without my running backs doing what they supposed to do. It's kind of hard. Like, I know I got the quality running backs to do it if they could just play. If Denver could just let Royce Freeman have the fucking backfield and stop playing around with this little Philip Lindsay kid, and if Dalvin Cook could get his hamstring straight. But as of right now, whew, the team is looking pretty sad, man. But we had three different types of matchups this week. We had three blowouts and we had three close games. Um, First one was my matchup versus Catahoula Leopards. This is a close one. Shouldn't have been a close one. I should have got my ass blowed out, but I mean, because this is probably one of the lowest scoring games of the week. Actually, it was the lowest scoring combined game of the week. So, Catahoula Leopards, you got pretty lucky that you played me this week. Anyways, Cam Newton got him 21. Tyler Lockett gave him 23. He got a decent performance from Kristen McCaffrey. Run CMC with 19. As for my side of the fence, I can't find one person just to point the finger to, because Andrew Luck was the only guy that did anything with 34 points for me, and my next highest score has got me 15 points. So boom, there it is. Team is shitty. This week I'm back to being a cockroach, not a cockroach killer. My record is now 1-4. Catahoula Leopards, you improved 2-4-1. And the next matchup, we got one of those blowouts I was talking about, man. This team, Jägermeister's team, man, whew, he got a whole list of underperformers on that team, man. As far as his guys go, he had Patrick Mahomes at 20 and Melvin Gordon with 23. That's it. His next highest score had 11 points. Now, I'm not kidding you. His next highest score had 11 points, and then 10 points was the next one. And other than that, everybody had single digits, man. As far as Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, this guy, wow, what a difference from the first 2 years, man. I mean, Mr. Rogers was one of those guys that was kind of struggling to make the playoffs a lot of times, but this year his team is buzzing, man. Tom Brady 39, James Conner 38, Devontae Adams 31, James White 23, Vikings defense 22. Congratulations, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Had the highest score of the week and absolutely no problem dismantling Jägermeister's team, who you scored more than double his team total. 182 would have been double his team total, and you topped that with 212. So um, you improved to 4-1. Jägermeister has yet to find the win column for the year with a perfect 0-5 record. Good job, Jägermeister. Next matchup, this was kind of close one. Songs for Money versus Twat Waffles. And Songs for Money had a couple decent performances. One from Gurley, of course, with his 3 touchdown effort, 34 points, and Jared Goff gave him 21. And then he had Kenny Golladay with 19, but he had a few receivers that really hurt him. But the difference in this ball game, I mean, in this matchup, was the defensive effort put out by both teams. The Cardinals defense for Twat Waffles gave him 31, and the Jaguars defense, who was supposed to be the defense of the week, ended up giving Songs for Money only 4 points. So Twat Waffles had Deshaun Watson with 30, Joe Mixon with 22. But like I said, the defense 31 points by the Cardinals is what made the difference in this matchup right here, as Twat Waffles was able to win by 14 points, improving his record to 3-2. And Songs for Money continues to be one of the bottom dwellers, along with myself and Jägermeister with a record of 1-4. Oh yeah, Century Legends, you joined that group too. Which brings me up to Century Legends and his matchup with Steel City. Another blowout, 199 to 118. For Century Legends, he had three guys that did pretty decent. He had Russell Wilson with 27, David Johnson with 20, Stephon Diggs with 23. Then he had one more guy scoring double digits, and that was Jarvis Landry with 11, and all the rest was single. I mean, 4s and 3s and 8s and stuff like that. So Steel City had Big Ben with 29. Odell finally had a big game, 36. Hopkins and Thielen, 26 points each. And the Bengals defense, 37 points versus those woeful Miami Dolphins. They suck, man. That team's so bad. That's like, that team is horrible. They could be so much better than that. Anyway, Steel City, you improved to 4-1. Century Legends, you dropped to 1-4. Next matchup, we got LLX2 versus Game of Thrones. LLX2, this was another one of those blowouts. 178 to 128 was 50-point blowout. Rodgers with 43. TJ Yellen with 27. Eric Ebron, 33. And, everybody else pretty much didn't do great. But, that's all it took to beat this guy with 128 points for the week. Phillip Rivers was Phillip Rivers and Robert Woods were the two guys that did decent for him with 30 points and 21 points. And then, the Ravens defense also gave him 21. He just had a whole bunch of other guys that didn't do much of anything. 5 from Freeman, 3 from Reed, 2 from Amari Cooper. Boy, Amari Cooper is trash, man. Anyways, Game of Thrones, you dropped to 2-3. LLX2, you improved to 3-2, man. Last matchup of the week just so happened to be the best matchup of the week. This is the closest matchup. These were two teams coming in, two of the best teams in the league. Both of them were at 3-1. And this week, Whopper Plopper was able to pull it out, just squeaking by, bend that, rape that. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna just go down the list of achievers. Cousins 21, Sony Michel 20, Antonio Brown 30, Zach Ertz 29, Cooper Kupp 21 for bend that, rape that. Breeze 39, record breaker performance. Saquon Barkley 30, Kenyon Drake 25. Demaryius Thomas 23 for the Whopper Plopper. But this matchup, and I'm gonna tell you what the problem was, and it's funny. It's funny because Whopper Plopper is a Packers fan, right? We all know that. Just so happened that Ben there raped that had Whopper Plopper's kicker, who gave him -6. Missed 4 field goals this game, and that -6 was definitely the difference in this ball game. It's been a while since I've seen a kicker with negative points like that, but hey, it is what it is, man. So guess what, Whopper Plopper, your kicker actually did work out for you this week, even though he was on the other team. He was still on your team, whether you know it or not. Anyways, you improved to 4-1. And Ben there raped that, you dropped to 3-2. All right, guys, man. This was a good week for some, not so good week for others. Next week there won't be any defaults in the side pot because everybody's already paid up. So we have a complete pot of $220, not $240. But hey, good luck, everybody, man. I see y'all next Tuesday with the week 6 recap. Peace.